oneself in the hands of God, at His disposition and listening to His voice, let us all rise for the invocation.
சொல்லால் மட்டும் நம்பாதே, சுயமாய் சிந்தித்தே தெளிவாய், வல்லாய் உடலின் இயக்கமவன், வாழ்வின் உயிரில் அறிவுமவன், கல்லாய் கற்றார் செயல் விளைவாய், காணும் இன்ப துன்பமவன், அவனின் இயக்கம் அணுவாற்றல், அணுவின் கூட்டு பக்குவம் நீ, அவனில் தான் நீ உன்னிலவன், அவன் யார் நீ யார் பிரிவேது, அவனை மறந்தால் நீ சிறியோர், அவனை அறிந்தால் நீ பெரியோர், அவன் நீ ஒன்றாய் அறிந்த இடம், அறிவு முழுமை அது முக்தி, அறிவு முழுமை அது முக்தி, அறிவு முழுமை அது முக்தி.
Thank you all. We now request our respected director, Dr. S.K. Sundar Raman, to welcome the gathering. Respected chief guest of this function, Dr. M. Lakshmanan, a professor of eminence, Raja Ramanna Fellow, Department of Atomic Energy, and a Bhatnagar Awardee from the Bharatdas University, Chennai. Beloved Chairman of the Banarian Institute of Technology, Dr. S. V. Balasubramaniam, Principal Dr. Shanmugam, Chief Executive Dr. Natarajan, Mr. Kalyan, faculty of eminence who have come here today to be resource persons for this function, Dr. P. Kulande Kattaswamy, FNAC Director, School of Mathematics and Statistics, Dr. P. Kulandevan, Professor and Head Department of Physics, members of the faculty of Banari Ministry of Technology, my dear students who have come here for this camp. A very warm welcome to all of you today and a very good morning. This is the first time that the Inspire Science Camp is happening in BIT. I know that this is not the only institution, but we always do it differently and we do it with a certain amount of style. Today, this camp was supposed to have 150 students, and we are happy to receive all of you who have come here. In addition to that, we are extremely happy to receive another 500 plus students whom we have actually from an institutional side supported for our one-day engagement program, because we want to encourage each and every one who wants to go down the paths of science and technology. On this lovely morning, let me give a special welcome once again to our chief guest, Dr. M. Lakshmanan. Dr. Lakshmanan is one of the world leaders in a field called nonlinear dynamics, which I have to profess I have absolutely no idea. It is I think too technical for me to think about, but it is an area in which he is one of the world leaders. He has a lot of awards, a lot of publications, and a brilliant track record that is matched by few. But most importantly, he is an awardee who has been conferred the Bhatnagar Award by the CSIR. That's probably the highest recognition for a scientist in our country today. We thought he would be the ideal example for you people to look up to, and it is a great pleasure, sir, to have you with us today. Thank you very much for your presence. We were also supposed to have the DIG of the range with us today, but he had a sudden calling. The Prime Minister was visiting Tamil Nadu, and because of all the issues on Mullai Periyar and Kudangalam, he had to go for security. The reason we wanted him to be here is other than being a scientist, probably the other thing is getting into the IPS and IAS services. And that is something again which our institute gives a lot of focus and a lot of encouragement for students. In January, we are having a program in Coimbatore addressing school students exclusively on the services exams. Having said that, my dear friends, it's a pleasure welcoming you all to Coimbatore, to BIT. This institution believes very strongly that the future of this nation is in the hands of those who practice science and technology. At a school level, we do a huge amount of programs, especially tagging along with our primary program called Science and Technology program called Futura. Every year, it's a 3-day program where thousands of school students come onto our campus, stay here with us, and go through the project exhibits and all the other paper presentations and technical sessions of college students. We strongly believe that science and technology knowledge is not something that's going to be acquired overnight, but it is a temperament that we can at best as an institution help inculcate in people like you. Who shines, how they shine is to a large extent an individual effect. The environment in which they shine is what an institution like ours create. So we do a lot of programs for school students, and we go on and do a lot of programs in taking those people from the exposure to science, which is going to happen in the next 5 days, to starting to emulate the scientists, which is what we do with our college students in terms of creating projects and making things happen. And we hope going forward, they will one day, at least some of them, grow to levels of eminence, like our chief guest here today and the other distinguished colleagues who have joined us. For those who are staying with us for the next 5 days, I'm sure you'll find our campus a very pleasant one. All of our students have been models of hospitality and acclaimed all over the country for the way that we conduct functions. And I'm sure you'll have a memorable, fruitful, and unforgettable stay in our campus during the next 5 days. Let me once again welcome all of you, especially the members of the media, other invited guests, and everybody else who has assembled here. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. We now request Dr. N.S. Vasanthi, Coordinator, Inspire Science Camp and Head, Department of Biotechnology, to present an overview of the camp.
Esteemed Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. M. Lakshmanan, Professor of Eminence and DAE Raja Ramanna Fellow, Bharatidasan University, our respected Chairman, Dr. S.V. Balasubramaniam, our respected Director, Dr. S.K. Sundararaman, Chief Executive of Banariaman Institute of Technology, Dr. A.M. Natarajan, Principal of BIT, Dr. A. Shanmugam, staff, learned members of BIT, school student participants, distinguished guests, my dear student friends, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I am extremely delighted to present to you the overview of the Inspire Internship Science Camp 2011 that Banariaman Institute of Technology is organizing. The Inspire Internship Science Camp 2011, scheduled between 26th and 30th December 2011, is a Vision 2020 of the Government of India. Under the aegis of the Department of Science and Technology, it aims to attract early talent, specifically from amongst the 11th grade students, to mentor and nurture their aptitude for research and innovation in order to strengthen the national science and technology base. So, I am happy to say that our institute, the Banariaman Institute of Technology, has been identified to participate in this task and make the beginning for a India special model. The basic objective of Inspire is to communicate to the youth of the country the excitement of creative science. The program does not believe in conducting competitive exams for identification of talent at any level. It relies on the efficacy of the existing educational structure for identification of the talent. Thus, when we approached the schools, there was an overwhelming response that over 700 top ranking students registered for it. Seeing the interest, the Banariaman Institute management decided to provide the best possible avenue to encourage their interest for creative pursuit. Thus, one-day program accommodates all the students along with the 5-day camp for 150 students from 67 schools of Coimbatore, Erode, Salem, Tirupur, Karur, Nilgiri and Dharmaburi districts. INSPIRE program visualizes to attract talent to the study of science at an early stage and build the required critical human resource pool for strengthening and expanding the science and technology system and R&D base. Government of India approved this program in November 2008 at a total cost of rupees 1,979 crores in the 11th plan period, and Honorable Prime Minister launched the program on the 13th December 2008. The program includes 3 components: scheme for early attraction of talent for science, scholarship for higher education, and assured opportunity for research careers. INSPIRE Internship Science Camp is a component of SEEDS. Yearly, about 50,000 students of top 1% performers in Class 10 board examination pursuing science at +2 level will be given an exposure with leaders in science in the summer or winter camps to experience the joy of innovation. Thus, the INSPIRE program at BIT will see students interacting on basic sciences, physics, astrophysics, chemistry, life sciences, earth sciences and mathematics with eminent scientists and professors of repute like Bhatnagar awardees, fellows of Indian National Science Academies, fellows of Third World Academy of Sciences, etc. This would nourish the curiosity of children in science, help them to think out of the box and attract them at an early age. This interaction will be followed by personal interaction in an exclusive setup at the camp. The camp also includes visits to various laboratories in the institute, which would assist the students to pursue their career in the science field. While thanking the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India for sponsoring the program, I have the happiness to say that BIT's academic environment is guiding the 11th graders to choose their future profession and kindling their scientific aptitude. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. We now request the dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp to formally inaugurate the function.
Thank you all. We now request our revered chairman, Dr. S.P. Balasubramaniam, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning to everybody present here. Our chief guest of the day, Dr. Lakshmana, Director of the Institute, Dr. Ram, Principal, Dr. Shanmugam, CEO, Dr. Natarajan, Dr. Vasanthi, Mr. Kalipan, former DO, our dear faculty members, Mrs. Lakshmanan, who is also present here, my dear students. உங்களெல்லாம் பார்க்கல எனக்கு வயசு அதிகமானோட I also become young. And I'm so cheerful to look at all of you with flying colors, with fresh faces. பார்க்குறதுக்கு இது மாதிரி யங்ஸ்டரோடு இருக்கணுங்கிறது எப்பவுமே பிரியம். அதனால தான் ஒரு காலேஜ் ஸ்கூலுக்கு போனாலே we also become young, though we are very old. Maybe you are all grandchildren to many of us. I am extremely happy that you have all come in a big way. Though the camp is limited to 150 number, as said by Dr. Ram, whoever has applied, who has got the marks as prescribed, has been also invited. Not that everybody who has applied has been invited. Those who have got good marks in their exams have been invited. Therefore, it has been grouped into two. One, the 150 students who undergo the 5-day program, and the other rest of the students will have 1-day program at the cost of our institute, wherein you will also be divided and be taken round the college, and also you will be addressed by the members who are going to be rather a faculty for all of you. Inspire. The meaning, our expansion given is innovation in science pursuit for inspired research. It's called Inspire. It's Government of India Science and Technology Department have prescribed for the young students to follow. I just wanted to just know from the dictionary what does it mean by inspire. There are a lot of meaning are there. Ignite the minds. One meaning is ignite the minds which are ready to aspire, to make the student to aspire for something in their life. Then to instill the hope, to instill the hope that you can, that is you are capable of doing, reaching, analyzing, synthesizing whatever you read. Who can do that? Not that everybody can do that, you know. If you ask me whether I can instill you, I don't think so. Maybe to some extent. But who can do in technology? Particularly we are going to talk about technology for the next 5 days. Why technology? You know, for the past 60 years you will see what has happened in our life. I don't think in our life we never thought in your age that we are going to talk in a mobile phone. We can have internet. Through Skype we can see each other. I am here and maybe my relative, my grandchild may be in America. We can talk to face through Skype. We never thought of it. We had to go to a bank, sit for at least minimum 2 to 3 hours to draw the cash. What is it today? You go to ATM, draw your money any part of the time. Otherwise in the bank you'll have to go at 10 o'clock, take one slip from them. They will give some tokens, go and sit in the bench for a longer time to go and take the money. That is not the today. And that also can happen between 10 and 5 p.m., not after that. But any 24/7, anytime we can go. And all the payments we have been making through checks. Now, just to transfer the money, any part of the world, 1 hour, that's all, nothing more than that. Your money will be credited to the account of either the supplier or the one who has lent you. You will see that money goes there. That is the case with every aspect of the life. You take agriculture, you take transport, you manufacture. You know these computers, you don't know, you may not have even seen the computers what it was previously. It was like a fridge. Maybe one of the you can see, we have kept it in one of our computer labs. One of the computers, just like a fridge, it will be there. Today, what is it? It is on the lap. It has been come. This is a nanotechnology. It is going to still develop, still further into that. All your now cameras and other things, you keep it in your pen, you take a camera. It takes whatever you talk also, that takes into the pen, that can be transferred in either a message or a photo, anything you want. That is how the technology is going. Even the GM, genetically modified crops. Cotton previously, it is subjected to 126 diseases. 126 pests can go and sit on it and spoil for which we have been going on spraying pesticides. Pesticides not only